Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Got here. Idle expert. What's up? What's up? First, let's jump over to our scans. Looks like on the micros, we have WHLR. We have WHLR with 15 million shares traded, CMND, WALK, JZXN, and then everything else is pretty much under 10%. So we'll look through and see what's going on this morning. Yesterday was quite a choppy market, so I'm wondering, is there going to be any kind of resurgence in the overall market or what? Definitely a chop factory yesterday. Okay, so let's see. Then in the non-micros, the only one that we have over 10% looks like BALT. It's up 18%, but not a super strong stop. So yeah, I think it's just the fear from yesterday, everything that happened yesterday with Bitcoin falling and Amazon falling and the whole market falling. I think there was just a lot of fear there. But this morning I'm going to continue to just watch and look for that Freaky Friday mover, especially if nothing's going on in pre-market. Just going to continue to watch the ones that I was watching from my notes over here. So in my notes, we have EVTV, we have GXAI, and I really haven't seen a resurgence of USAR or AR AI or anything like that. So we'll just continue to look at the ones that we have and see if Amazon is going to do any kind of recovery today, which could lift GXAI out of the dumps, but I'm not sure about all of that. So I'll just be watching. So let's go ahead and look into WL. This is one that we've seen a lot. WHLR up 45%. We've seen this one so much. I think it's a Chinese mover or something like that. I forget. Let's see. Oh, it's a real estate. That's why I always avoid it. It's a real estate one. Let's go pull it up here. HLR. Willer Real Estate Investment. Every time I see this one, I think I may have traded this one once or something. Go check. HLR. Let's see. I don't even know if I traded it once. Real estate one, unless I put in a longer term, but I don't know if I'll add this one. Let me see. I traded it back in March 2025 and I lost 98 cents on it. Yep. So traded 35 shares on it just to give it a try and lost about $1, 98 cents. I mean, about $1 on it. Only one trade on WHLR. All right, back over to, I already know this is real estate, so I'm gonna avoid it. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. Real estate. Next one is CMND. It's only up 14%. It signs an agreement to develop intranasal proprietary non-hallucinogenic neuroplastogen formulation. Okay, that's a lot of words, but only up 13%. Let's go see what kind of catalyst it has behind the name. CMND. has it had previous catalysts over these last couple of weeks or what? It's only $1.65. Clear Mind Medicine. To the news here. 15 minutes ago, it says polarizing signs an agreement to develop this proprietary non-hallucinogenic. Oh my gosh, whatever. Clear Mind Medicine enters. It's the same news. Excellent achievements for Clear Mind was included in U.S. Congress Emerging Therapies Bill to expand veteran access to innovative treatments. Announces the successful completion of treatment of all patients for the clinical trial. Okay, they did a 1-for-40 reverse split a month ago. So that really diluted their reverse split. No, they really lowered their float there with their reverse split last month. Go back a little bit. Six months is too long. Let's just stay within the 6-month period. Medicine secures 10 million securities. They had a phase 1, 2. I haven't seen any phase 3s though. Clearmind collaboration with Clearmind, that was 2 months ago. Okay, so the biggest thing I see is they did their reverse split a month ago. That 1-for-40. Okay. But other than that, not seeing any standout news. Go look at the news from 15 minutes ago. It's only up 9% now. Going down. Clearmind Medicine enters into development agreement to advance international. This is collaboration. Okay, that's a red flag. I don't like that. Who are they collaborating with? If it's not a big company, I'm stay away. Collaboration. Vancouver, Canada, Medicine, Stage 5. Who are they with polarizing? PLRZ. So let's go look at polarizing. Who is that? PLRZ. $12 stock, but I think that they're not doing as too hot either. So I'm going to let that one go. It's not getting any volume anyway. All right, so that's just collaboration news. CMND down. Edit these properties and add collaboration with PLRZ. All right, next is WOK, and I know this is a Chinese stock. Woke. I already know. I already know. If it is a Chinese, I and not look too deep into it. Just let it do its thing. Yep, Chinese. So I think I already got that on the chart, but I'll put it on there again. Oh, China. China will milk the markets on days that are kind of slow. So definitely be watching out for those Chinese stocks. Let's see, JZXN. I'm pretty sure this was a Chinese one as well. Yep. Juicy Holdings. Yep, China. So we got a weak collaboration. We have real estate on WHLR. We have a weak collaboration with CMND and PLRZ, and then we have two Chinese stocks up here. And then behind that we have CETX. See what CETX is doing. 10%. Good morning, Danielle. CETX. Let's look at you here. So it had news from 16 hours ago. This is acquisition news. Completes acquisition of Richland Industries. Simstrex subsidiary was awarded 3.9 million mechanical contract for Berks County infrastructure project. That was 15 days ago. They did do a direct offering or a month ago, 27 days ago. So that probably diluted them selling all of those shares onto the market. Announces 2 million registered direct offering, and then announces 4 million. So they went up. They were gonna sell 2, and then they went up. So that diluted it even more. Let's see. So I'm thinking the key thing that I'm seeing here is dilution. Simtrex, CM or CETX. It's 11 months. Let's stick within the 6-month period. 6 months. Okay, follow order. That's developing blockchain based, so it's cryptocurrency. For the earnings, they face a loss per share. Um, yeah, I think that direct offering is the thing that's got it the most. A different thing, they did a reverse split, lowering its flow, but it did a direct offering, raising the amount of shares tradable. Let's go ahead and notate that on CETX. This is diluted stock, diluted by direct offering. On last month, so sometime last month. Okay, next thing, let's see what we got here. Voxel, only up 4%. ELPW, only up 5%. Okay. What about this other one, BATL, that was a little bit higher float? What's going on with it? It says oil and gas companies trading lower. Is this an oil and gas company? BATL, it's up 18%. Battalion Oil Corporation had this last news from 5 days ago. See what that news is talking about. Italian Industries Stocks, Italian Oil Corporation announced its operational update 13 days ago. Let's just go to press releases. I want to see what's hot on the press. Okay, update. Announces acceptance of compliance plan by NYSC. So they're trying to stay compliant. That's pretty much it. Okay. Everything else, nothing was like hot on the press. It's just kind of speculation news there on the other one. How much news to go on there? Waiting for something freaky to pop up on Friday. But we've already pointed out the red flags that are out here. WHLR being real estate, CMD being a collaboration with PLRZ, not too strong of a catalyst. WOK being a Chinese stock, JZXN Chinese, CETX also um, diluted, diluted over the past month. Other than that, we're just taking our time and seeing if anything pops up that's going to be worth anything. Right now, it is 7:20 Central Standard Time for me. Not a whole lot of things over 10% today, though, for sure. That are actually gonna give some good opportunities. So I'm guessing it's like a rollover of fear from yesterday, all of the sell off. All right, let me jump over here to the main news. See what's on the front page. Bitcoin is on the front page. Where did it end up falling to? It fell to wow, under 70,000, all the way down here to 60,000. I had marked these up a long time ago. Like I had marked these little blue lines up. I don't even know when I created these. Let me see. Will it show me? Settings, hide, visual order, settings. No, I don't know exactly what date I had marked that, but that's been there for a long time. But I mean, it slipped on in there. A lot of big money getting chewed up that was buying around this 100K mark, looking for it to break those highs going towards 200K. I reduced all of my crypto holdings at the end of last year. I don't know. I just saw a lot of people diving towards gold and silver and some of the things that are backed by like actual minerals and actual things that are tangible. And I was like, dang man, I don't know. Let me just readjust my portfolio because it doesn't seem safe in crypto because crypto isn't really it's not a something that's producing. It's more like a trust type uh asset where you just trust that this thing will do what you want it to do, right? It's not like gold where you have something tangible or silver. It's like more of a trust based asset. And at the end of the year, I just wasn't trusting it. I was not trusting it much at all. But yeah, I reduced that so I'm not feeling any pain. But I have just in case I want to buy some more, and I don't even know if I'm gonna buy some more. I really have been more into adding to my dividends than the crypto because the dividends have been eating. But anyway, let's jump over here. Bitcoin's on the front page over here. Bitcoin claws its way back to 66,000. Amazon sinks after vow to spend 200 billion on AI this year. And of course, we know that a little bit of that 200 billion went to GXAI, which is the one that we traded earlier this week. BYD's 60 billion wipeout points to deeper turmoil for China EVs. Tesla weighs New York, Arizona, Idaho to lift solar cell output. Silver swings wildly as Chinese buyers back off. Toyota places CEO after 9 billion hit from Trump's tariffs. Yeah. Fact box. European regulators crack down on big tech. Global chip sales expected to hit 1 trillion this year. Facing high tariffs, Africa's leading economy says it's close to a new trade deal with China. Full swings as traders await outcome. Um, where was that? Oil swings as traders await outcome of U.S.-Iran talks in Oman. Oman. AI is upending entry-level jobs. 3 teams tell us how they're responding. Mm, Good response to AI upending your job is to learn AI. Learn some of the back end of AI. That's always a good thing. Why this analyst likes AMD over Nvidia? Where Amazon stands in the AI race, top earnings seasons, takeaways from BlackRock's, I don't even know what that word is, Chadori, Amazon CEO, on how groceries and everyday essentials are driving growth. Well, I'm already in groceries and stuff, so it doesn't even matter to me. Whatever. All right, WR. Hmm. Yeah, the overall market looks like it's making its way up, but being Friday, I just don't know how much wind it's gonna catch here. It had a couple of days downward, so that was one. Whoops, that was 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and then it kind of did a little recovery up here to 24. But is this the bottom 24 to 39 or what? I'm not sure. I'm not seeing a whole lot of interesting tickers up here either. Amazon gonna have to turn around, man. Everybody got scared and sold their Amazon just because of the Washington Post. Yeah, but Bezos did say that the Washington Post was kind of bleeding money, so I'm not sure why. I don't know. I guess maybe it was some Washington Post fans, people that really enjoyed the Washington Post, that were kind of selling a little bit of Amazon because of that. But it just kind of, I mean, it's Amazon though. They got this whole shopping thing over here. Why would you sell that heavy? But the market can be very irrational at times, and definitely overreact. And I think that's what we've seen from Amazon, an overreaction on a downturn in the market. The market was going down anyway, and so they were like, "Ooh, maybe we need to sell." Market's pointing down. Amazon follows the market a little. It's a weak follower. The beta score is 1.699. So that means it doesn't really follow the market, but the market does have an effect. But that catalyst definitely had an effect. Man, it is 7:30, bro. We got an hour until the open and there's nothing here. We don't have any 50% movers. The highest mover we have is 35% on WHLR, which is kind of wonky. It's kind of telling us, hey, this is a slower day. Pre-market is definitely slow. So it's definitely going to be a very risky day for anything else that pops up because it probably won't have any kind of structure built out. It'll just be probably a straight up move or something crazy like that and may not even have a catalyst. Good morning, AJ. Looking around the market, we've been, kind of identifying the threats. And of course, it's Freaky Friday, so we don't expect any really good news to be dropped. It's very rare that good news is dropped on Friday, but sometimes it does happen. Um, I like when it happens earlier than later, so it can already have trading and structure behind it. But sometimes it happens in the middle of the day, and those are very hard to trade. Because it's like, yeah, let me just get in while it's at highs and hope that it goes higher. I'd rather see that structure so I can get off a low. You seeing anything else that is looking lively out there? Definitely drop it into the chat because right now WHLR looking like it wants to come down some more, back under 30%. It hit this ATR. It's literally trading right around the ATR. It's ATR right here at $3. Hit it once, failed off of it, shot back up to it, got over it, but continued to fail here. Back down to 292. Then another fail to a lower low. Then another fail. So continues to get pushed down below this $3 here. 18 million shares trade. I guess people just really thought it was going to run. A real estate company, a real estate holding company was going to run like a true small cap. And not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying it's rare. Especially, it's just rare. It's rare. It's going to be more choppy than that. SEGG. SEGG. SCGG popped up there. Let's see what it's doing out here. So it had a low of $1 and $1. And yeah, it did pop up there. Not sure how much volume. Let me see how much volume this one has. SCGG, it's got 26,000. It's up 11%. And it is a yesterday it came out with news that says the media expands executive team with appointment of Simon Lewis to lead concerts.com and company's entertainment portfolio strategy. Okay. So I'm guessing they're invested in things like, entertainment. Let me see, maybe AMC, Netflix, some of the bigger companies like that, but I'm not sure what all they're into. Maybe Top Golf. Got some work to do when it comes to volume though. But that's what Freaky Friday is. Some of them have low volume and they just shoot. They just shoot. That's why it's so hard and dangerous. And that's why I think I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing. At the beginning of the week, when news is actually dropping, that's when I size up. And then as the week goes on, I size down as not to risk what I already have in pocket. Because I only took one trade this week, right, and one loss. So over here, my winner was $534, and my loss was $5.13. Okay, so these were on the same stock, GXAI, and I've still been watching GXAI, but with Amazon coming down, it just hasn't been the same. But yeah, I'm like, let me just size down during as we go into the weekend. Now there was nothing on the week, and then we're on Friday, and there was like no catalyst. I'm probably gonna be in the mood to size up on Friday because I'm like, man, one of these days during the week gotta go, right? But that's just a crazy mindset. I don't wanna just lean into that mindset. Like, oh man, let me just size up on this day because there was nothing else this week. I don't know. You gotta have some catalyst, man. You gotta have some catalyst to push it on up. Yeah, Seg is coming on up though, up 12%. It was just at 10, I think, or 11. So it is doing something. But I'm not sure. Let me look back at the news on Seg. SEGG. Oh, is this lottery.com? Looking at the right thing? Lottery.com is what I just saw. Yeah. Lottery.com. Wow. All right, so let's see. Have they been diluting? What have they been doing out here on lottery.com? We'll stay within the 6 month period. See what's the most recent 6 month period news. 5 months. Six. Okay. Okay. So I guess it just ends at 6 months. All right, lunches ushering. We're looking for reverse splits, collaborations, partnerships, mergers, anything like that, and anything that the company is actually doing to improve their situation. Media Science Global Partnership. There's a partnership with Super League Calera, Carrella. So that was 6 months ago. Any other partnerships like David Lloyd, expansion deal, partnership. Okay, head to sports.com and lottery.com. Head to Toronto. Let's see. Media takes majority stake. So SIG Media takes a majority stake in 1000 or 10 million acquisition. So a partnership acquisition. It's this acquisition. So there was an acquisition we saw earlier. So that went through. And now we want to see has it been diluting the shares. Lottery.com relaunches in Mexico. IBN announces, let's see, in the last 5 months. Okay, here's some. This is a dilution. This is Sega announces a strategic 1-for-10 reverse stock split. So that's actually decreasing the float there. There is that goes global partnership. Not sure if it's in there, but I guess it's in this news. So, but I guess no. Seg was working with sports.com and sports.com is working with Dodds Diving. $20 price target. Seg Media to another acquisition, acquire racing women. Deals to you. Unveils a 300 million Web3 strategy to tokenize sports and entertainment. So a little bit of crypto on them as well. We've seen crypto fall, so I'll be very careful behind this name. With it was trying to get into crypto 3 months ago, and now we see this big move down in crypto. I'll be very careful on this one. Seg Media set to acquire ad technology leader Triggy AI. Another acquisition, 10 million views. Now we're within a month. So SIG closes a 2.5 million funding agreement. Okay, and now this comes 16 days ago, direct public offering. So the lowering of the float that they did earlier, they kind of undid some of that here with this direct public offering, pumping shares back into the open market. Okay. Okay, so that's dilution. I don't like that. SEG on some dilution type timing right now. Targets. Oh yeah, I don't like SEG. It's I don't like that dilution, that re-dilution. It'll be a different thing if they did another reverse split and they were like, let's lower the float even more. But they're pumping shares back into the open, the tradable market. So nah. Okay, so it is 7:40. I have yet to see anything pop up here that is freaky. So if anything pops up, after 7:40, it's got to build structure, or maybe it's got some really hot news, which it's Friday, so I don't expect that to happen. But yeah, interesting. Interesting all around. But basically, I like to try to sell myself out of trades until the trade is too good, and I'm like, I gotta get in this. I see this, I see XYZ. I got to get in this. But until then, I'm trying to sell myself out of trades. And what qualifies it as good? Well, it could have major influence by a large named company that we know, like Amazon, Walmart, any of the bigger companies that are, kind of working or committing capital or investing in this, in them. I like those. I don't like when it's like, oh yeah, we have a product that's about to be sold in Walmart. That means nothing to me because there are plenty of vendors in Walmart selling things, right? But if Walmart says, "Oh no, we're gonna fund something for you guys. Y'all's product is so good, we're gonna invest some money in y'all," that's different. You know what I mean? Also like things like phase three biotechs, where they have pretty much completed all the clinical testing and all of that good stuff, and they're about to go public and they're about to be entering stores with a drug. That's pretty good news. Um, or if it's on a strong topic like AI infrastructure, those types of things. It's like, okay, let's see if it's on topic. Let's see if we can make some money off this topic. Um, those are really the things that I'm really looking for, looking at, looking into the news to see. The collaborations with the smaller companies don't mean anything. The a lot of this stuff is just kind of like fluff. It's like, oh yeah, we're collaborating with these three other companies. Then you go look at the three other companies and they're dying. All three of them. But anyway, jump back out here to the regular news. Or did we have a speaker for today? I think we did. It's the 6th. Economic outlook and supply side inflation dynamics. At the supply side factors and inflation, what we have learned. The Brookings Institution in Washington, D.C. That will be Vice Chair Philip N. Jefferson speaking today on that. And then Monday, we have Governor. Wait, Bitcoin's been dropping. We got a speaker coming out on digital assets. Is there a correlation for the fallout of Bitcoin to this? So we're going to have Governor Christopher Waller, digital assets at Global Interdependence Center Summit, the dollar and continued U.S. Exceptionalism in California. Then we got another speaker, Governor Stephen Moran, a conversation with Stephen Moran Boston School of Business Events, blah blah blah. Okay. Conversation. So these conversations I'm not too worried about, but this one, digital assets, I want to see what happens with crypto, with the prediction type models where it's not so much backed by a specific tangible thing, but it's more like they said, a digital asset that is backed by trust. Let's see. So other than that, that's the closest thing. So today, I mean, I don't even know if that's gonna affect us too much, but this one on Monday, I would definitely be careful on Monday trading anything coming up with crypto. Oh, let's see. So back over here, refresh the page. So it says China vows to tighten virtual currency restrictions. That was 27 minutes ago. Another virtual currency, digital currency. We're seeing that reoccurring theme on today with Bitcoin falling and Bitcoin on the front line. So digital assets, digital currency, all these things are becoming some type of topic. So let me add that to my notes. So we've been seeing the fallout of Bitcoin. We have speakers on digital assets, speakers, digital assets, and then we have these new virtual currency restrictions. Okay. All right. So let me grab these. We have a speaker on Monday. Monday, December 9th. A speaker on digital assets. Then we have China vowing to put more restrictions on virtual currency. That came out today. So on Friday, December 6th, China vows restrictions on virtual currency. Okay, and then what was the other one? Boom, boom, boom. And then Bitcoin's slide is taking strategy down with it. I guess I'll just put on here also Friday, December 6th, Bitcoin front page news. Bitcoin fallout front page news. Friday, December 6th, Bitcoin fallout front page news. Okay. So there is that note, fallout of Bitcoin, speakers on digital assets, virtual currency restrictions. So on Friday today, we had these news catalysts. And then on Monday, we have a speaker on digital assets, which is virtual currency. So we'll keep up with all of that and see how that goes on Monday. Okay, WHLR did end up coming on down. Now it's at 26% back under that ATR high. But yeah, I think we took some pretty good notes, and we're sitting in a pretty good space. I am about to get on off of here. I don't want to waste too much time looking at nothing. So I did not see anything that I'm currently interested in that has popped up. It may be a Freaky Friday where something pops up during intraday, but I don't do well on those. I like to see things move during pre-market on Catalyst and then take action, into the open. But today, yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting on my little hands and staying safe. I'm pretty sure there'll be more opportunities. No reason to risk if I don't have to. But if you have a strategy and you see something moving with your strategy, go ahead and do your thing. I'm just giving you my 2 cents or my thoughts of what I'm seeing right now. Anyway, I'm about to get on down. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Gotta get to this morning meeting. And as always, see y'all in the next one. Peace.
You all be careful in the market. Price tags talking in your ears. Every bright color wants your wallet. Every soft promise wants your fears. Walk slow, count what you're carrying. Don't trade your time for a quick applause. Every cheap thrill comes with fine print. Every wide smile hides a claw. You all be careful in the market. Guard your pockets, guard your name. Don't let them rent out your heartbeat for a little flash of fame. You all be careful in the market. Keep your worth where they can't see. If the cost is peace and sleep, that deal ain't for you or me. So you all be careful in the market. Hey, step light, keep your circle tight. When it's loud and it's all half truths, let your quiet be your light. You all be careful in the market. Take what you need, then leave. Count blessings like small bills, folded, hold them close, then breathe. You all be careful in the market when they praise you just to sell. If the bargain feels like losing, walk away and wish them well.